Okay, we're live.
Right, so welcome everybody to part 3 coverage, which has been a bit of a shocker due to Project Cars' amazing connection issues that we've faced tonight. Qualifying was split early. We got qualifying positions, but then the race started, but 3 cars were left on the grid not moving. Ray reported he was still in pit lane. That's not a good thing to start the race with. Then we have had the race, we've got to around lap 26 and then another massive disconnection with both the admins. So we have managed to pull out the race result, which I believe was from around, was it lap 25 of 30, Ray?
Well, I don't look at a lap, I just see him in
So from the point where we disconnected, these are the results. We only had 5 drivers left in the room at the time. Because we've gone over half distance, we are calling this is the race result. No point in doing like a 5-lap sprint. That is out of the question at this point, as it's getting late. We've already had 1 disconnection, and who's to say we won't have another disconnection. So position of every single driver that was left, so we had 5, which was P1 Adam 4600, P2 Chris Core, P3 Temp Fear, P4 which was Casely, and P5 which was Overdyking. They were the last 5 runners remaining in an absolutely, what should I say, spectacular in terms of visuals, but utter destroying in terms of morale. Just depressing weather out there. So, talking of depressing, or shall I say, not talking depressing. Depression. I believe we've got.
Bump him up, he's my man. Bump him up, come on.
How are you doing, Ray? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Bump him up. Give him.
Oh yeah.
A good one.
Here we go. Adam 4600. How did it feel when you came past Casely, who dominated the first 20 laps of that race, stuck in the gravel trap? How did you feel, my man?
Fantastic. No, I guess he was still out on dry tyres when it was hammering it down. It felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, because it was at that moment I thought, yeah, okay, I can win this one. But yeah, maybe I needed that luck, but I got it. So yeah, it was a pretty cool feeling. And then yeah, I guess he was on the wrong tyres. So.
Oh, definitely. One thing I've just remembered to say, I'm not double check the live stream, but just make sure that every driver's got their party settings set to share, just so that we don't end up with an interview with nobody being able to be audible. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. But I mean, we said soon as it started raining, with the intensity we've seen in the first few times, if you didn't make it into pit lane straight away, there was no way, unless you trundled around at 20 mile an hour, you were going to make a second lap on a set of slicks in them wet conditions. Straight away, Casely carried on, and it had already been raining about 3/4 of the lap. Adam 4600, you bombed straight into pit lane, popped on them wets, came round and just found him stuck in the gravel. That, I've got to say, that were probably, so far, we're only 3 rounds into this season, but that was an utter fail and absolutely distressing scenes from Casely. I'm sure he's absolutely foaming right now. But Adam, apart from that, is there anything else about that race that you thought was noteworthy?
We made about 6 pit stops. It kept going dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet. That was funny. The last, I think, 2 or 3 laps we all kept going because we didn't know would the race result be counted from the final lap or from when you 2 disconnected. But it dried out in the last 2 laps. So me and I assume Chris and everyone else, their tyres were shot. They were hot and knackered, and so that was fun to keep on the track. But that, yeah, and the team got a 1-2, so all good.
Exactly, B-Clip Racing. Unfortunately, with the race having to be restarted, Jamie James unfortunately had to leave at 9 o'clock as he was going out. But the team's come away with a 1-2 for B-Clip Racing. We were saying Gold Standard Racing and the Yellow Bandit should have been in there for the win, and I mean, just completely just came away with it as all the drivers were tripping themselves up and shooting themselves in the foot. So there we go, Adam 4600. Well done, my man. Now we'll move on to your teammate.
No,
Chris
it wasn't
Cole.
your man. It was my man.
Yeah, actually, before the race start, we did put a bet on who was going to win, and Ray picked you, Adam. So
Thank you very much, Ray.
ask Ray for the lottery numbers. Ask Ray for the lottery numbers, he may help you out. So now we'll jump on to Chris Cole, who finished in P2 for B-Clip Racing. How are you, my man?
I'm alright, you know, it's the first time, you know, it was a long time, you know, to not be here, so it takes me a long time because I'm busy at the moment in my real life, so no time for, you know, practicing, but you know, but apart of this, yeah, a really good race, you know, a really thing happens, you know, at the, you know, not the track, but yeah, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, your race was just basically being on the right tyres at the right time. That is really the way you managed to get in P2. I mean, we didn't see any super spectacular overtakes, but it was just consistent hard work, and it's paid off, Chris.
Yeah, this is everything because, you know, the other drivers made mistakes, and this is what happened, you know.
Yeah.
This is only that, you know, nothing else.
Yeah, definitely, Chris. Absolutely brilliant. So B-Clip Racing, P1 and 2. Now we'll move on. Temp Fear, P3. He wants to have a word with me. Let's find out what it's about, Temp.
I think it needs to be done but off cameras.
Oh, there may be a few F-bombs flying my way.
I'm really cold, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I felt lower than Danny Kvyat during that race. I felt lower than that.
Oh, don't start crying, Temp. But what was your feelings throughout that race, other than foaming at the gods, producing such horrendous weather?
Well, I was so happy with my qualifying lap to be ahead of Casey by like 30,000 or whatever it was, and then he beat by 10. And I wanted to kill him, so the whole practice I was like fuming.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't go out the garage till towards the end, and then that safety car restart. I don't know if you saw. I lost it at the start.
Yeah, we did. We saw that.
That was
straight off the final corner.
Start of the second lap. I looked at my tyre temperatures, and they were like 100 instead of 200, and I was like, I need to do some weaving. So I was weaving the whole lap, still didn't get them up. And as soon as I got half throttle, there she went. Sat there like 4 cars through.
Oh no!
But I think I'd beat a record if whoever has done one in the F1 league. I did 3 pit stops in 3 laps. I hate you.
So did you end up coming in for wets? And
I come in, I was on the softs, I was on the hards, I come in for intermediates, then come in for the wets, then I come in for slicks again.
Oh, Ray, get this man some tissues. He's not happy. He's foaming.
Horrible.
Just dry your eyes.
Exactly.
I can sympathise with Casey though, how he got stuck in the gravel. I went past him thinking, oh my god, I can actually maybe win this somehow still. Because he was half a mile into the gravel.
Yeah.
But then after you two disconnected, about 2 laps later, I was on soft tyres and it was stripping it down, I got stuck in the gravel.
Oh,
well, you literally go 2 miles an hour, that's why he couldn't get out.
Yeah, definitely. When you're in that situation, there's nothing you can do other than stick it in a high gear and hope it doesn't wheel spin. But yeah, absolutely epic race tonight. I'm sure Temp would be second me with saying that was an absolutely epic race. We'll move back to Adam 4600. What are your feelings coming into round 4? I'm not 100% sure which race circuit it is. I think it's Sonoma Race. Yeah, Sonoma Raceway. I'm not 100% sure. I did pick that circuit, and I cannot remember what on earth it's like. But have you got any feelings about the rest of the season? Do you think you'll be able to take the fight to Casely?
Well, I've never been around Sonoma, so that'll be a fun one to learn, I guess. I'd like to think I can take it to him. He had the pace on me a bit today, but I didn't get a huge amount of practice in, so maybe that accounts for some of it. I mean, yeah, I like to think I can take the fight to him, but who knows? I guess we'll see what happens in the future.
Just do what you done tonight, and you will.
Yeah, that's not planned. Just
shot rains every 3 laps.
There's some big
they're not golden, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Right then, lads, that is a fantastic race. Like I say, apologies for the connectivity issues we've experienced tonight, and apologies to all the drivers because it was a bit of a kerfuffle with typical Project Cars connections. And we will see you next week. I believe will be at Sonoma Raceway with the GT3 cars in the PCP league for Front Row Racing, and that will start next Sunday on Front Row Racing channel at 7:30. So from everybody at Front Row Racing and all the drivers, I'd like to say a massive thank you. Is there anything else I've missed out, Ray? Or are we all done?
Got a couple of comments. The only reason why the decision was taken for when we disconnected is because so that it's from the admin's footage. Casely, I lost 3 minutes in the gravel, I couldn't move. We seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it, yeah. We've seen it. Yeah, but unfortunately, like I say, from the admin's point of view, unfortunately, once we disconnect and we cannot prove the footage is real, anybody could say they're in any position. You may well be in that position, but with it being over 75% race distance done, we have to make a decision at that point. And unfortunately, some people are going to be happy, some people are going to be sad, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Apologies if that's ruined your night, but unfortunately that's the way it goes. We have to go with what we've seen, and it's a bit like catchphrase. Say what you see.
What's
we're going
the
to end on that one.
forecast for next week? Is it rain, dry, rain, dry, fog, rain, dry?
I think with the abuse I'm going to receive from Temp Fear, it may be scorching, but don't quote me on that. Let's see how this chat goes down with Temp Fear. But like I say, thank you very much for everybody watching, and apologies for the technical issues. And I'd like to say a massive thank you to my co-commentator Ray, who stood in the last minute, and that was absolutely fabulous. So thank you very much, and good night everybody.
Good night.
Good night.